We're good here.
No, fuck a salad. All right, so we got Trevor Wallace. He's a McDonald's aficionado and a great comedian.
Hey, thanks, man.
And you're just crushing it on the fucking Instagrammers.
You know, I'm trying. That's kind of where the people are at these days. I feel like, you know, that's kind of just where if
you're tapped in, dude. Honestly, we got to know each other doing stand up, and then I started checking out your videos. Like, this guy's got a lot of views on his videos, and then I feel like in the last year, you're like Instagram superstar.
I had a good.
How does that feel to be an Instagram superstar?
Oh, you know, I feel like I am the world. It honestly doesn't feel any different. I feel like the same guy. I just get more messages from 13-year-olds just telling me that I will never amount to anything.
Oh, really?
That is weird. The messages,
you get a lot of hate
sometimes.
Yeah,
but it's like weird. They'll talk shit, but then they also follow you, and you're like,
right.
All right. I don't.
What I always think is the meanest thing or weirdest thing on the internet is when someone writes you something mean, and then you look at their followers and they have like 0 followers. So I'm like, you just signed up for this.
Oh, you got
to
it
fucking
today.
Tell me I suck.
Like the app was like, do you want to set up a profile picture? Wait, hold on, I got to do this first. Let me talk shit to this guy real quick.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, exactly. They just have the egg.
Yeah, exactly.
But that means like they had to fucking email. They had to get the email confirmation. You had to sign up just like it'd be like, fuck you. And they're like, yeah, problem solved.
That. That's so funny.
So what's the meanest thing someone's ever said to you on the internet?
Kind of just. I was talking to somebody else about this. It's like a message only hurts you if it hits your insecurities. So like if somebody was just like, wow, this character's really getting tiring. Oh, he's still dragging this out. And then like, you're just like, oh,
right.
See, right. Cause you might've had like a thought earlier on, like, have I done this video too much? Nah, it's fine. I like it.
Because like most comedians, like you're way more insecure probably about your art than yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Like
100%.
I notice with comedians, you can be like, your mom's a bitch. And they're like, yeah, she's kind of a bitch. But if you're like, dude, that punchline sucks. Like, what are you talking about? It's fucking great.
Somebody's like, hey, was that new bit you did tonight? That one about Johnny Rockets? Was that new? And you're like, that's been my closer for 3 years. But no, it's, that
is my favorite comedian burn. Just to go up after they do a bit they've been doing for fucking 10 years. Be like, a lot of really working out some new shit.
You close on a new bit tonight? So I think the meanest comments are just the ones that like deep down hit you. It's like you said, like if somebody's like, you know, a threat or whatever they say, you know, your mom's a bitch. Like you said, you're like, all right, yeah, sure. Cool.
I mean, you know, I can see your point.
She makes great pasta, but sure, you've never met her. But the DMs are weird because I think everybody just like has this like perception that's just like thousands of girls throwing them in, and there are some in there, but there are a lot of. It's weird because like a girl will just be like, "I love you, marry me," and you click their page, and they're from like Wisconsin, and you're like, "What am I gonna?"
Oh, because you were considering it. Up until you saw the location, you were like, "Well, let's see."
I mean, if they're in the Los Angeles greater area,
there might be a marriage happening.
There's something there. Look, it is lonely out here as a comedian.
I hear you. Now, would you want to marry a person who was a fan of your Instagram videos?
That is a great question.
Because now I'm not talking shit on that. Because now I met my girlfriend at a stand-up show, and she had never even been to a stand-up show before, and so she was super impressed.
Nice.
I've never let her see another stand-up comedian.
Right, I was gonna say, like,
she thinks I'm the funniest person alive, and every time she's in LA, she's like, "Let's go to the comedy store." I'm like, "No,
you're like,
no."
We'll watch my 15-minute set, then we will leave. They're closing.
Yeah, I need you to walk in and see Chris D'Elia demolishing, and then you're like, you know,
who's that guy before you with the long hair? Is he a comedian? No, he's a auto car salesman.
That dude is there's no people. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go to an open mic.
Yeah, exactly.
Take her an open mic to cleanse her palate.
That's so funny. I maybe not like a fan like somebody, but maybe somebody who's aware of what I do. That way, they understand the work schedule or whatever. Because like, I mean, if I met a girl on like a dating app and she's like, "What do you do?" I was like, "I make these videos and I do open mics 4 times a week."
Well, I do notice with a lot of your videos too. You're so good at like. It seemingly is just you talking to your camera in your house.
Yeah.
And so, like if a girl didn't know how successful you are at it, or if they find somebody who's doing that like in the early stages of it, they're like, "You're a fucking psychopath."
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, "I got to get up early tomorrow to fucking make little voices on my camera.
I'm going to put a wig on and I'm going to dress up a broomstick to be my wife." Yeah, that was something that I told myself when I like first came out here. I was like, I don't want to meet somebody like relationship wise until like I'm established in my career.
Right.
Because like you said, like even in the early days of stand up, like trying to tell a girl like, hey, I'm gonna go to an open mic every night. She's like, well, when do we go on a date? You're like, probably do like Sunday at 2 p.m.
Right. And she's like, oh, well, what are you getting paid? You're like, oh, I'm paying $5 to be on stage.
I am losing money. You know,
I remember one time I had this girl in San Francisco, and her father was super rich, and he wanted to pay for us to go to like some fancy ass place in like France to go skiing.
Right.
And I literally was like, I can't. I got a Modesto. I got a gig in Modesto at Fat Cat. I'm opening.
Yeah.
And it was $25 a set, and she just couldn't believe it. She was just like, there's no part of me that understands that.
Exactly.
It's I'll tell you, here's the meanest thing anyone's ever said to me online. Did my first appearance on Conan, and a guy wrote me on my website and said, "You suck. Get a rope and hang yourself."
Wow.
So I'll break that again. Now he wanted me to provide my own rope.
Yeah, go and buy it.
So I had to then buy the rope and then hang myself.
What would you be more offended, that or if he found your address and sent you a rope?
I think if then at least there's some effort put in.
Yeah,
you know, there's a man who
bought it.
is following through on his beliefs. He believes I should hang myself, and he is being part of the team.
Paid for shipping.
Paid for shipping. Absolutely. Team, yeah. So at that point, I think I would almost consider it fan mail.
That's so he saw it, found your name, your website, and then found the email and then reached out.
Right. It wasn't even just like on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah.
It was like he like went to the website.
Yeah. It's something about getting an email feels personal.
Oh, it was personal.
It's like you read an Instagram comment, whatever. But
I mean, I always thought it was so funny about it. It was like, dude, I only did like 4.5 minutes. Like I used to try to make this joke on stage where I'm like, even if I saw Hitler speak for just 4.5 minutes, like I would be like,
hear him out.
let's hear some more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I didn't like that part, but maybe he'll win me back.
To know what part of that 4.5 minute set like was really like.
What if I play it for you and you're like, I get it.
That's the part.
No. You're like, I get. You should kill yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you opened with that. Was that a new bit on Conan that you started with?
It wasn't a bad set. I've been booked 2 other times.
Hell yeah.
And after that, no one's suggested I do physical harm to myself. So I assume I've gotten better as a comedian.
Wow. That's good for you. You know what's interesting
growth,
about
what if the guy would have written me after the second one and be like, you know what, this time give yourself a good paper cut.
Yeah. It gets better and better. The third time is like, all right.
Third time is like, go buy yourself a pink berry.
Yeah.
You
all right.
Each thing is just
great money.
Yeah.
What's interesting about like this, like the social media is like you can set up like your account to like a business profile or whatever, and it gives you all these analytics, and it shows you on the day-to-day basis how many people unfollow you, which is a stat like I don't think I needed in my life.
Wait, that's on Instagram?
Yeah, you can see every day how many people unfollow you. So it's so funny. Like, you know how
brutal.
I asked, like, I wonder what joke made that guy want to write in. For me, it's always like, I wonder what I said or what video or like what Instagram story where these people just like, that's enough out of this guy, you know?
Right.
'Cause, like some days it's like a couple hundred and you're like, oh, fuck. Like,
I don't have any
All right.
success on Instagram, and I notice a painful statistic, and you're very good at Instagram, so you tell me if I'm doing this right. The more I post, the more people I lose.
Really?
So if I don't post anything for a month, my numbers will go up by like 200, and then I'll start posting, and they just start going down. So what the fuck is that?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe like robots
Or maybe I should get a rope and hang myself.
Yeah, like that one guy said.
Yeah, like that's what I
the
was gonna
alternative.
say.
That's a good plan B to something like this.
People who are watching this on YouTube are probably wondering, this haircut you're rocking here. Now, I feel like often when I see your hair is at like a slightly different hue.
Little different color.
You dye it and stuff?
This is normal. The one I'm
is the
rocking right
original.
is normal, but I did just have bleached hair a couple weeks ago when I saw you at the store. Yeah,
you got kind of a vibe, like a look that's sort of like a in his prime Vanilla Ice.
Okay, I do have a Vanilla Ice T-shirt, and when I wear it, it is uncanny how like similar we both look.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about doing the sides?
No.
See, you're too young, man. When I was growing up, we were all doing that.
Oh yeah,
you
you still see it every once in a while. You pick up a road gig in like Albuquerque, you'll still see a guy doing
Albuquerque notoriously had a 1990s hairstyle level.
Oh yeah, I mean they're just kind of catching on. They're kind of like the Facebook of society. They're like, oh, this is what we're doing right now. All right, let me go ahead and just
Albuquerque hair-wise operated at a Friendster level.
Oh yeah, man, they're still doing bowl cuts every Saturday. You know.
So you've one of your biggest bits seems like is when you do this character Kyle.
Uh huh.
Right. So first of all, do you feel any kind of you just make this like douchey kind of character named Kyle, basically. Or what would you describe Kyle as for people on scene?
Kyle is the angry white kid who would want to like punch holes in his parents' walls, but like his parents' walls were made of like stained glass or like marble. Like I picture just I feel like rich parents always have the shittiest kids, kind of like one of those kids. Like he just has so much angriness for no reason.
And you grew up near Santa Barbara, right?
Yeah, kind of out that way, Ventura County.
So was this based on any particular little douchebag? It was
based on a kid actually down the street from my house named Kyle. And
no way.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's fucked up. You've ruined that kid's life.
Oh, he loves it, but he also hates it. He'll be like, you know when you're making fun of somebody, but they don't quite get it. You know?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, the video's so funny. I was like, yeah, man, thank you for a free idea. But this is like we used to always hang out as growing up, and he would like when we were playing Xbox, like if we were playing Xbox Live, someone would go out, he'd just smash the controller and just break controllers. Like you would just fly through controllers.
You're describing me.
Oh yeah,
I broke a lot of shit.
Oh, we all did. I have probably at my parents' house still is an Xbox controller where there's teeth marks on one of the joysticks because I just fucking didn't know it. I just
dude, you bit it?
Yeah,
that's so fucking funny. I was about to say when I used to lose my brother in ping pong, I once got so mad I put the ball in my mouth and crunched the ball.
Why is that?
And cut my gums and started bleeding from my mouth over a summertime ping pong match.
Jeez, I don't know what it is, but something about like just like biting something. You're just like, I am alpha or whatever. But I
think for me, it was kind of like every other thing. Like I wanted to punch the table, break the paddle. I probably did that. And then like your most basic animal instinct kicks over and you're just like, I will just bite this.
Yeah.
You're like a fucking primate all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, I used to love Xbox Live and just always yelling and cussing out other people. And it would just make you so angry for no reason. And then you just have nothing around you except a bunch of like couch cushions. So you just bite the hardest thing next to you. And it's a controller.
I fucking love that that's based on a kid named Kyle. That's so great.
Yeah. So he was just like a good kid. He grew up like he was like the rich kid on the block and just like super hot mom, just the man. You know?
I feel like maybe that's why he was so mad. Maybe his mom was so sexy. It probably was confusing, right?
Right. It's like, what do I do in this fucking household? And then it kind of just like there was already people kind of like talking shit about the name, and then it kind of just this whole whirlwind, and then it just kind of became like this whole thing of like, guy's named Kyle do this. So
a lot of he drinks a lot of Monster Energy drink.
Oh
right?
yeah, I mean they actually brought me out to their headquarters, which was
did they really?
Yeah. So that
is fucking insane because you're kind of making fun of it, right?
Yeah, it's I think a company, if they're smart, they understand where they're at, but they're also like they like we could capitalize here, that type of deal. So that's kind of what they did. They're like, hey, we love the joke, we want to get in on it without getting in on it, like we'll let you do your thing. Just do it in our office. So I just got to go there with the other guy, and then we just filmed there, and it was a fun time. They have free Monster on every shelf and
all the Monster you can drink.
They
always heard they have like a bathing pool of Monster.
I think
and if you go in there, you become like Captain America for like 2 hours.
Yeah, and it's cool.
And then you get hepatitis right afterwards.
Oh, it's a solid day, but
it's worth it.
You get a
wait. So they asked you to come out there. Did they say you can only shoot these videos if you shoot here? I mean, they can't say that, right?
It was like a branded deal. They're just like, hey, we'll give you, X amount of money if you just film something here and just,
Oh, I see. Oh, so you're getting paid now.
A little bit, nothing crazy. These socks I wore yesterday, like
Monster Energy drink socks, by the way, guys.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have new sock every day type of money, but I would like to think, it's getting there. There is money in the video stuff, but it's like it takes a while to get to that.
I wish you're getting so many views. I'm sure it's any day now, or if it's not already happening. But I wish Monster Energy drink would only pay you in Monster swag.
That was an option.
That would be so great.
They were so grateful there, and everybody's jacked up on Monster out there. So, like,
how many people are headbutting each other in that office?
That's how
is
you
it just constantly?
Yeah. You don't airdrop anything there. You just headbutt somebody, and then just the
files go.
That's exactly. It was like nobody was in there yawning. It was great.
The guy's like, "All right, let's sign these contracts, and then let's have everybody fuck."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's cool because they're like, anything you want, take them. And then they're like, do you want like a monthly shipment? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we can just send you Monster every month. And I was like, sure, I guess. I don't know why I wouldn't take that, but it was pretty cool. Like I went into the video like talking shit, but honestly, a good Monster every once in a while, kind of tasty.
Keep you awake on the road.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I do think Monster. I mean, not to be that guy, but if I was gonna rank him, I'd go for me taste wise. I'm a Red Bull guy.
Okay.
Monster. Then Rockstar's is garbage.
Rockstar, they never
can't get
really
down
were
with
in the
Rockstar,
running. You know, it was definitely always a Red Bull versus Monster type deal.
I think we've all been. We could all agree on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Rockstar,
So
yeah.
I did a little research here. So you trashed the name Kyle. We get what that name means to you. These are I want to give you the top 10 boy names of 2018.
Top 10 boy names.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
boy
hear 'em.
names. And I want to, if Kyle to you is emblematic of a rich, spoiled little brat motherfucker,
Yeah.
I want you to tell me what these names are emblematic of. Okay. Number one name, and this is shocking to me, fucking Liam.
Liam. Wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
Liam. Hello.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm Liam.
that's a U.S. name, or is that global?
Oh, these are U.S.
I only know one Liam, and it's my cousin, and he's like 40.
Hello, I'm your cousin Liam.
Yeah, there
I'm
it is.
40.
Are you Liam?
I'm Liam, 40-year-old Liam. Wait, so you have a cousin? He's American, dude?
No, he's British.
Yeah, see, that's a fucking British name. I know.
Yeah, is like John the British Liam, you know?
Oh, right. Like, is it that common
That
over there?
common out there?
I don't know, but I do think, like, there's certain names that, they just sort of, foreign-y names that they're going to get big on, Like, my fucking name is Mohan, which is Hindu. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's too foreign. But if you can find, like, the right kind of, like, to me, Liam... you got to be a fucking sexy dude to have that name, right?
Liam, yeah, you got your hair slicked back at all given times. You
Yeah,
know, like-
you're like, I'm Liam. You come by the bistro I work at. I'm a chef.
Right. I feel like they always have like a job that they need to talk in an accent, which is not like necessary, but they just do anyways.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. I keep breaking to this accent, but how would you even say that if you weren't an accent? Like, I'm Liam.
Liam, yeah. Ugh. I don't know. I feel like that's a guy that like works at Olive Garden, but he like heavily like when people point to the menu, he is like, oh, this, and you're like,
So then he goes into like a good accent.
yeah, but the rest of his speech is very normal. He'll
These
just
are
be like, the bread
you
pudding's
can
great.
eat the breadsticks.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he hits the accent real hard. Like if you ever see like a older white lady ordering at a taco truck, they try to impress. So they're like, yeah, we will do the
Carnitas.
yeah, but they try to impress the people, and they're just like, just point what number you want, we'll do it. I feel like that's the Liam of the world.
Okay, I could
Not
see
bad.
that. The second one, number 2 name, these are odd. Noah.
Huh. I feel like Noah is either like a saint or a very troubled kid. It's like,
I see like Noah like I guess I'm just putting it like because of Jonah Hill. I'm just like I see like Noah as like a fat, angry Jewish kid who is just sort of like a lot of acne at an early age.
Yeah.
It was always like a kid who hit acne like when everybody was just still working on pubes. He'd already moved on to acne.
Oh yeah, he leveled up.
Yeah, he was taken to the extreme, and he had just sort of a lot of masturbation and anger, and then probably as he gets older, he's sort of like an accountant or something.
Yeah, I feel like they get troubled before anybody else. Like they're going to therapy in like 7th grade, and people are like, what do you do every Tuesday at 4 p.m.?
Right.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, Noahs are usually pretty troubled kids, but just because nobody can fucking relate to them,
Yeah, it's just too much pressure. You're a kid shitting your diaper. Like, don't name him after like a biblical hero. I mean, I guess a lot of names are biblical, but like Noah's the only biblical name where you know what that dude did.
Yeah.
Like
Noah's
someone's like,
Ark.
Jeremiah is a biblical name. Well, that dude fucking
Yeah.
sucked because that dude had no Instagram following. I don't know who that dude is.
Yeah, Noah's a lot of pressure. You got the ark, and that's all really people know is for Noah's bagels, maybe.
Yeah, he made bagels.
I do like Noah's
But I mean, a lot
bagels,
of people
that's
don't
good.
realize he started making bagels to feed the animals on the ark.
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
See, you said that in a convincing enough tone to where I will tell people after this that I'm sure about that. I'll be like,
Well, see, what happened was he got 2 of every animal, and at least half of those animals enjoyed a schmear.
Yes, exactly.
So he had to get the right schmear. for the
Smear with
animal.
that, the everything
Right.
bagel, the blueberry bagel, and that's
Right.
how Noah's Bagels is actually. This is all an ad
And
for Noah's
that's the
Bagels.
story
ladies
of
and gentlemen.
Hanukkah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what really.
Yeah. Noah's. I haven't met a Noah in a long time. I know maybe 2 Noahs.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. So,
So
no
that's a
Noah
second?
character. We can't expect any kind of a
No.
Jewish Noah character coming on your Instagram page.
No,
anytime
maybe
soon.
maybe not. Yeah, maybe I'd probably do a Liam first.
Liam.
Yeah.
But Liam in there.
Yeah, that might be a tricky one too, though.
I'll be honest with you, my nephew, I only have one nephew so far. He's adorable, but his name is Jonah. And again,
Yeah.
God bless him. Best of luck to him, but I'm not feeling that name.
You breathing it to Joe? If you're him?
Joe? It's hard for
not
a
a good
Jew
one
to go
either.
by Joe.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a
too
Jewish.
rugged.
It's a rugged man's name. He's not gonna be rugged. His parents are lawyers. He's gonna be
soft hands.
He's gonna be a little bitch.
Yeah,
I mean a sweet little
already.
bitch. But I just Jonah. It's just so Jewy. I'm having a hard time getting my name right. I don't know. I may have to come up with something else.
Yeah, well, it's hard, especially when like some of the biggest actors have the same name as you, because everybody's, would you get named after Jonah Hill? It's like, we're the same age. How would I get named after Jonah Hill?
Right.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
I always, it's funny you saying that because I was saying, I was trying to do something in my stand-up back. The worst thing that can happen to you is if you get a disease that a famous actor has who is handling it better than you.
Oh, wow.
Like if you get Parkinson's, like Michael J. Fox is still acting, so
I think you can make your 2:30 phone call.
Exactly. Like everyone else in a wheelchair must have hated Stephen Hawking's.
Oh yeah, they're like, you're doing what?
They're like, everyone else is like, I'm shitting myself, and he's like, I am discovering black holes.
You're just laughing at them.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. That's so funny, man.
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's. Let's skip down the list a little bit. I feel like these last two names, 9 and 10, very much are emblematic of some of your characters. Mason.
Yeah, Mason's a troubled name.
Yeah.
Mason is an angry guy.
Well, all your guys are angry. What name is not an angry guy? Ron Funches?
Ron is a very nice guy. So I think, my dad's name is Ron, and he's a pretty mellow guy.
Yeah,
so
I've heard your dad's a real sweet man.
Great guy.
Heard a lot of good things about him.
Yeah, Mason seems like a kind of name of a guy who like tortures bugs,
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna have to go again because Mason seems like a frat guy.
Yeah.
Whose dad was like the king of the frat, and he rushed, and no one really liked him, but he had, like Mason is the name of every blonde asshole in a movie.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like he should have been in Cobra Kai.
Yeah. Mason. Yeah, I just knew one kid named Mason, and he was our running back in high school, and he was very fast, but just got a tattoo, and just every day had he had like the cross right here, so like every day it was a tank top for him to show it off.
Oh yeah, you get yourself a cross tat in high school.
Raining.
You gotta get that tank,
right? But he'd be like, "Oh, it's healing." It's like it was 6 months ago. I don't think it's still healing. I was trying to think about this name. I've never met a humbled or normal Shane. Not a lot of Shanes out there.
Shane, yeah, that's a Dust Bowl name.
Yeah, because I did a gig in Fresno past weekend. Thank you so much. If you don't know where that
Albuquerque
is,
and Fresno.
Yeah,
so this tour is quite wild.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's somewhere on the map. It's if you don't know what it is, like Beverly Hills.
It's basically Beverly Hills. But on the beach.
It was at this like cool like sports bar that they turned into like a little club type thing. And this kid comes up to me and he goes, "Did you take anything tonight?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I took acid and Molly." And then his name was Shane. And he looked like a Shane.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a very Shane thing to do. Be like, what am I doing at a comedy? I'm going to do some drugs.
Wait,
like,
he said, did you take anything? Like, that's just like a normal question?
Said it like we met in the middle of like EDC or some rave. Like he was,
right.
Because when I met him, he was like why? He was aggressive. He had a tie-dye shirt on, long sleeve shorts and Birkenstocks. And he had like this like shitty like hair. And he was just,
I thought they just beat the shit out of someone like that in Fresno. Fresno doesn't play around.
He did not look like he was from Fresno at all, but it was interesting. He was just like super happy, and he took a picture and he put his arm around me. It was like very tight, and I was like, "Oh, that's for sure drugs."
Right,
that's a Molly hug.
So he was on two drugs. He was like, "I love that bit you did about the ethereal plane of the third eye and how my mom wants to fuck me."
It was aggressive.
What? No, I didn't say any of that.
Collapsing. Yeah, exactly. Like, you look so good up there when your face is turned into a dragon. I was like, that's
Shane was in my high school. There was a kid named Shane, or junior high, and he had like a beard already, and he was apparently already fucking in like 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that was a guy at our school named Charles.
Yeah.
Had Charles beard already, 8th grade, straight up just putting in girls' asses.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, you kind of think that kid's cool, and then you get older, and you're like, I don't know about this about Shane. I don't really know him, but a lot of those kids got molested.
Really?
Like, I don't know. I think so. That's why. Actually, I'm just basing that on purely conjecture. But I think a lot of kids who get into sex early, like it's like they fucking. There's some reason they know how to do it, or they know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think anybody with a beard at an early age is just like, I need to use this masculinity, and then they have testosterone before anybody else does.
Right.
Then they work up the courage to ask out a girl who's like a year older, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, he's so fucking edgy."
I remember seeing these. This kid. I feel like the Mexican kids in my town, at least, they went through puberty so much faster.
Oh yeah,
like that's like a thing.
Yeah,
right?
No, my high school was predominantly, it was like half white, half Mexican, and like just straight up, just
the Mexicans were adopting some of the white kids. They were so much farther along.
Dude, they were my like favorite people ever. They would just play handball literally anywhere. I love Mexicans. Like
handball?
Handball. I was big in my school.
Really?
Yeah.
What is handball? It's like
It would just take like a, geez, I don't even know. Like a,
is that where you have to hit it against a wall? And
Yeah.
stuff? Okay.
but it's just like a blue bouncy ball, blue rubbery ball. They would play anywhere.
Did you grow up in San Quentin prison? That seems like a very prison-y game.
Honestly, close enough. No, it was, I don't know. They were always playing handball, but like, it was intense. You know, like if there was like ESPN3 still going on, it would probably be on there. Like they were good at it too. And like you wouldn't get in their game. Like you'd be like, can I? And they'd be like, no.
No, dude, this is some real handball.
Oh yeah, they crushed.
I just remember this Mexican kid named Adolfo pissing at my brother in the bathroom, and like we were like in
like peeing at him as like
yeah,
a
he was
weapon?
trying to pee on it. It was like a weapon, and I just remember like that dude's dick looks like that looks like my dad's dick. Like,
oh wow!
Like you have a man.
You have
dick
an adult dick. Good
that
for
you are
sir.
aiming at my little terrified brother.
Wow. I mean, he's got a weapon. He knows how to use it. He's like, oh, right. Packing heat. Right on.
All right, I'm going to give you the number 10 name, and I already
10.
know what you're going to say about this.
Yeah.
Because it
let's
seems
hear
like so many characters we've already described. Logan.
That's a tricky one.
Logan.
I feel like Logan deep down wants to be a good guy, but his image is not.
I mean, who's the most famous Logan?
The one I think of is Logan Paul.
Oh, that's so funny. Different generations.
Yeah. What do
Because
you
you're
think?
going Logan Paul,
Yeah.
that douchebag on YouTube. Or I don't know, you guys cool?
Oh, no, I've never met him.
You guys are in the
That
online famous
no,
world.
I mean, the internet has already made up their mind about Logan Paul. Like, he can't really win anybody over this
He doesn't
point. I mean,
seem like a kind soul.
Never met him.
But I go to Ted Theodore Logan.
I don't even know
Bill
who
and
that
Ted's
is.
Excellent Adventures.
Oh, wow. I am.
Wait, you don't know? You know what Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures, right?
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't think so.
How old are you?
26?
Dude, it's so funny.
Bill and Ted's?
Keanu Reeves
Okay, I know Keanu.
and this guy Alex Winter made a movie called Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure when they would go through, I can't even believe you don't know, it's just like terrified. And then they made another one called Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and they're making a third one now. They're bringing it back. It's like a reboot.
Bill and Ted.
Dude, you got to watch this.
It sounds familiar.
Dude, you got to watch it. So it's basically about these two like fucking guys. There's Bill, I can't remember his name, but then he was I'm Ted Theodore Logan. That was like Keanu Reeves, and they had to go. They had a history report, and they decided somehow they found a magical. I'm just describing this to you. It sounds like the dumbest movie of all time. They found a magical phone booth that became a time machine, and they went back in history and collected all these different famous people from history. And then they all got loose in San Dimas, which is basically like it was like Irvine or something. Yeah.
Wow.
And I think George Carlin, I believe, was the guide through time. You know what that is?
Oh yeah, I know Carlin.
Okay, that was. I believe he was the guide through time or something like that. Yeah.
Really? Huh. Pieces of that sound familiar, but yeah.
Wow,
You're a
young man.
Yeah, I am. I had my first moment where I like met somebody who didn't. There was like Bridge the Gap. I tried to explain to somebody what a ringback tone was. Right? Remember ringback tones? You call somebody and you hear a song, and like if I called you.
See, I'm almost the opposite. I'm almost too old to know what that is.
Oh,
so a ringback tone.
I would like you just pick your favorite song, and then whenever I call Mo, it's whatever the fuck.
Song. Okay.
It's Bon Jovi or whatever.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always thought I knew you could make. If somebody's calling you, I could have your thing, dude, but I didn't know you could have your own.
It was a big thing for like 2 years.
That's
maybe.
retarded. That's the dumbest thing I can imagine.
It was hot for a little bit, but
why does your generation suck so bad?
I don't know.
Let's get into that. I mean, let's help us understand millennials.
I think it's like we just, I don't know. I mean, it's so easy for us to feel entitled. I think, I think anybody can just make a dumbass video, and if it gets like 30,000 views, they're like, fuck you, mom, I'm not paying rent. It's like, what?
Well, it's funny you say, because I'm kidding. I actually really like millennials, but the thing I do like about them the most is what you just said is they're fucking go-getters.
Yeah.
Like entrepreneurial motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you know?
but they get entitled quick.
I can see they get entitled, and I clown millennials like everyone does, but I think they're pretty fucking cool. And I think I'm like 6 months still a millennial or something.
Yeah.
But one thing about millennials that I think is just like why people resent them is because you guys just like know how to do so much more shit.
Yeah.
Like computers, even my generation is the first generation that really got computers like internet in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I always feel like I'm like just kind of figuring this new language out. You guys like grew up like with the nanny speaking that language, so you really get it.
Exactly. Yeah. But I feel like we're kind of assholes about it. Like, we know how to do everything. But if like my dad's like, hey, Trev, can you show me how to do a portrait picture? I'm like, here we go again. You know, it's like, we're like too entitled to be like, ugh, heaven forbid I share my knowledge.
So you guys are basically all the douchebag who works at tech support?
Yeah. The one guy at Geek Squad who gets girls is a millennial. Yeah.
Right. What do you think people don't understand about millennials the most?
I think the internet, all the tech. I think like if you see a kid on their phone for like 4 hours a day, which is, I don't even know, probably longer than that. I think that aspect, like, what the fuck you doing on your phone all day? You're like, I'm just on there. Like, I don't watch a lot of TV. I really don't even have cable. I just am always on my phone. Yeah. Which is the worst type of TV. You know, it's like I could be watching literally anything, but instead I'm watching what fucking Clarissa's doing on her Instagram story.
So addictive.
It is.
It's like I keep having this moment just makes me hate myself, where I wake up and I know I still got like another half hour till my alarm goes off, and I'm just getting excited about checking my phone.
Yeah.
That I'm like, this, it's so, you know, who cares if someone responded to your video? Just sleep. And I'm like, it's like Christmas morning kind of thing. We're like, I gotta see if did somebody like my fucking, and it's so dumb.
Literally did that this morning.
It's pathetic, man.
Yeah, it's a soul sucking addiction, but it's like it's so weird because it has like this a little boost of endorphins.
Yeah, you're right. It's endorphins. It's a fucking drug. Yeah, you know, and it really is just like all ego.
But that's why I love stand up with the videos, because like a video, like amount of views, like doesn't really register. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Like the first time a video hit 1 million views, I was like, fuck yeah. And then after that, it's like you've already done it, so it kind of just becomes normal. But like you refresh and you see new numbers or whatever, you see a comment like, this is hilarious. You're like, okay, cool. But like a live reaction is in the stand up world, is like, that'll always kind of have the best feeling versus any type of number.
I guess. I think I'd probably rather have 1 million views on a YouTube video than getting a great reaction to bar show from where I'm sitting. But
yeah.
But I know, I hear what you're saying. I mean, that is the thing with stand-up. Like, and that's why I've always, like, you know, I'm trying to double back down on podcasts and everything, because it's like, while my career has taken off in certain regards, like, you know, movies and writing things and shows, the stand-up part of it, I'm like, come on, let's go. Like, I want to keep that going because it is the most fun. It's just more fun.
Yeah, that's more so like if you try out a new bit or whatever, or you just have a great set, like that feeling afterwards, you'll never get that feeling.
Totally.
Really, just being online, or you might like try to chase that, but it's hard to.
No, it's like that connection, you know.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And what's great about stand up and I'm sure for your online videos too, is like it's purely your own thing. So with some of the success I've had, I'm like, it's still frustrating as fuck because you have so many other people putting in their stuff, and that's fine, that's the process, but having that other aspect of like stand up or making your own videos is like you are the complete creative force.
It's your own comedy club.
Yeah, and that's awesome. You know, that's a lot more. It's kind of like, it's like that's why like we all prefer masturbating to having sex with a partner, right?
You know, it's all you.
Is that just me? It feels
it's, you know, it's good self-confidence.
Yeah, it's like, you know how to get it done. You're doing it. You don't have to deal with criticism or crying.
Mm-hmm. It's all you. Whatever happens, that's on you. Whatever
I feel like Logan is a very aggressive masturbator.
Yeah,
right.
Like windows open, whoever wants to see.
I didn't even think about that aspect, but yeah, I was thinking more just like standing up.
Yeah,
like a stand-up jerk offer.
Stand-up jerk,
and then maybe some heavy metal in the background.
A little bit of heavy metal, just like drown out whatever he's listening to. So they're like, he's just in there showering again for 45 minutes. With
you know what's even scarier though? A dude putting on heavy metal and jerking off is scary, but you know what's even scarier than that? A dude listening to heavy metal while jerking off, but listening to it on his headphones.
Yeah.
So you walk.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, you walk into the house and it's like silent, and then you just see someone ferociously jerking off.
Jesus.
And then you go inside their head. It's like, I am the fire starter. I am the.
You know? Like their headphone gets pulled out, and then all this music starts playing. What the fuck are you doing in there?
I want to start a movie like that. All right, 2 more questions for you. If we get out of here. One, you know, there's this big thing on the internet. I know you're a big internet guy, so
yes, sir.
What is this storming Area 51 thing?
To be honest, like I thought this was gonna die out. I thought it was just like a kind of running joke, but like it's here. It's here to stay almost. I like kind of looked into it, but that's kind of like the millennial generation is like, we'll just kind of read what's given to us. Like we won't research it, but if somebody were to tweet out, this is Area 51, I'd be like, yep, there it is.
So somebody went on a podcast or something and said, we should storm it and figure out what the government actually has, right?
Yeah. From what I know is like some guy started a Facebook page and he like a going to event, and it has like 3.5 million people saying they're going on the day of this like raid. And I think they're just trying to raid Area 51 to see what the fuck is really going on over there. And then I don't know how aliens got I think they think there's aliens.
Oh yeah,
there.
yeah. That's what's always been Area 51's always been like this notorious alien.
Yeah,
haven.
I feel like maybe 500 people will show up. They'll see everybody with guns out front and be like, "All right, I am good." Got
I
my
don't
picture
think
for
you're right
Instagram.
about that. You are too optimistic. I think there's a lot of fucking people who are like, "This is my YouTube shot. I'm gonna be the guy who makes it in."
That is
and
true.
Then they step on a landmine and they're vaporized.
In this generation, that is the thing. Everybody's filming everything. You know, it's like the shock value comedy. It's like because this generation doesn't have something like Jackass to watch. I say that like there's all these kids just doing dumbass stunts. It's like, yeah, there's no different than Johnny Knoxville, except Johnny Knoxville had money and a budget. And
It's like we were saying at the
production.
beginning of this with like everything is fucking lame unless you're successful at it.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're like kicking your brother in the nuts and you put it on video, it has no views, it's lame. But if you're getting 1 billion views on it, you're like, oh, this is fucking cool.
So, yeah, you must be doing something right. So I think we are in a shock value. So yeah, I do. I think it's in the end of September or something. There probably will be some wild shit of somebody storming it or
I
whatever.
hope
the
these
fuck.
nerds come in there and then an alien emerges and just destroys all of them. Like it's a really violent alien. They're like, that's why we said not to go here.
Yeah, they're like,
it's
we
not. We
there's
weren't
a
being
sign.
secret.
Yeah.
He's a psychotic fucking
Yeah.
wildebeest.
Have you seen Mars Attacks? That movie?
Yeah.
That's what I love that movie.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just curious to know if there is aliens, what do they look like? Because I feel like the media, there's like, I don't even think they're green. I don't like what do
How
we get off?
disappointed would
just
that be
being
if
like,
they're not green though?
what if they just look like a sea urchin that just walked? You'd be like, all right.
It's like in that South Park episode where people finally saw God and he just looked ridiculous, and they're like,
Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck they're trying to find. Because like, what
Do you
even
think if there are aliens, they'd like your comedy?
I feel like some would.
Yeah,
You know?
there'd be some that really didn't get it though, right?
Yeah, when you kind of, I don't know if you perform or something at like in a very elderly home. You ever had like one of
Yeah.
those shows, and
Uh-huh.
like they're all kind of just staring at you, and then like one or two in the back's like, all right, they're chuckling. They could be like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Knowing your comedy as I do, and knowing what I know about extraterrestrials, I think you're right. It would be kind of a split down the middle
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah. You performed for aliens before?
I have.
Yeah.
They did not like me at all.
No?
So I'm gonna. Yeah, they just
Were they
did
the
not-
ones that wrote into you to? hang
They
yourself?
though another guy wrote, you should get a gargalactic aspiration ray and vaporize your
You vaporize your
yeah,
entire
that was
life. Yeah.
that was an alien, and you know that's something I don't like to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I feel like even if they were to get in, then what? It's like you run in and all right,
Right.
then what?
I'm gonna. I like to end each episode with a hero of the week.
Hero of the week.
Yeah. So you want to throw out a hero of the week? You get anybody that sort of struck you as a
Ooh.
heroic person.
Who was a hero this week?
Well, I found this story. I'll throw this one out there first. The hero this week for me is an animal. There was an American Airlines flight attendant who had to get 5 stitches after an emotional support animal bit him.
Wow.
And I don't know. To me, I like that.
Yeah.
Because here's a dog that is being a supportive animal for his owner
Yeah.
or her owner. I don't want to gender spy the dog. But,
Yeah, very
so
rude.
they're already being a hero. And then just fuck some shit up on the side, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Double
that
dipping
dog
into that.
didn't pick that life. That dog is on
Yeah.
duty at all given times, and other dogs are just sniffing ass. It's like, why do I have to be on the clock all the time? Yeah, I'd be angry too.
Right. And, you know, the flight attendant is saying, yo, I wasn't doing anything. But that dog had to fucking let other passengers know, I'm here to support.
Yeah.
And whatever that means, that means.
Yeah. I somebody sent me a video the other day. They had a support dog in the airport, and the dog was peeing on the ground, like in the airport, not the plane, but it was just like peeing like on the.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, that's a fucking supportive dog. My hero of the week probably goes to Shane in Fresno.
Shane.
I mean, the dude just like
R.I.P. probably, right?
Yeah, who knows, man? Just the fact that he was like, "Oh, there's a comedy show tonight. I should take Molly.
Yeah.
Wait a second, I should take Molly and acid." So, shout out to that guy. You know, he's a hero in his own, a figment of imagination when he's on drugs. So, shout
Yeah.
out to that.
I like what he represents.
Yeah,
You know,
we need more
I-
people like that.
I like the lessons he teaches and what he bestows upon us. You know, it's inspiring. You know, because I think what Shane's really told us is sometimes when you're too good at life,
You
take on some extra, you know, impediments to help yourself grow.
yeah. I mean, he beat life the first level. He's like,
Yeah.
how can I prestige and level up? Oh,
right.
I know.
That's a good point. Yeah, he
Acid.
did beat. Yeah, he beat at the first level. It's
Yeah,
like
and
when you're playing like a race car game in the arcade, and like you want easy or hard. He did easy. He's like, let's get that hard.
Exactly. Yeah. So I who knows? I would like to interview him someday and see what comedy is like on those drugs and be like, what
Yeah.
did you think? He's like, dude, I fucking didn't hear one joke you said. I'd be like, that makes sense.
Man, maybe that's how my stand-up career has to get. Maybe I'm only like super funny to people on like PCP.
You never know.
How do I find that out? You think I spike drinks? Maybe.
I think you go to like a rave and you kind of just have a microphone and you
Just sort of ambush the rave.
yeah, you kind of like you dress up like as a technician guy and you run up to the DJ and be like, hey man, fire is outside, we can't, and then you just run your tight five and then you just
So people are dancing, then you hear, and then just the music goes out and you hear them tapping the mic. Hello, if everyone could
Yeah,
just.
yeah.
So I'm Jewish. And
so growing up as a junior, yeah,
I tell you, it is wild out there. All right, dude. Well, look, I really appreciate you as a person. We worked together in Arizona. We had a
did.
blast. You're super fucking funny. Your
Thanks,
stars
man.
rising. Back to your original hair color. I think that's very exciting for most people to know.
yes, exactly. Kind of blend in with this O behind me if you're watching online.
Yeah, because we were like, dude, Trevor's going blonde. He's changing up, but now everyone is like,
Back to
no,
my roots.
back to his roots,
Back
literally.
to the, exactly. Yeah, back to the whatever the fuck color this is, auburn, if you may.
Yeah. So I don't know if you brought any Monster Energy drink, but if we could just both
wish.
drink some and throw them in each other's mouths in sort of an
that's-
aggressive fashion, we
like
can
I
end it like
said,
that.
That's the modern day airdrop.
Okay.
Right on, man. Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks, brother.